Right, today's lesson. Let's go on to today's lesson. I think that's about more people, 15 participants. Oh, there's Crystal and City coming in. Crystal and City. City. Okay, for City. Ah, okay, all right. So there'll be 14 of you then. 14 of you. That's right. Okay, people. Oh, Keith is also just entered. Keith and Sun Yan. Keith and Sun Yan. Okay, great. So, right. Okay. Right, if you could, you can turn on the video so that we can have a nice shots and we have a good time interacting. In the meantime, I need to, put this down so that it's in the attendance, right? Okay, so today's lesson. Let me just share screen the view. Here it is. You can all see it, right? We have visual text, comprehension cloze, and situational writing. Okay, so we will start off with the visual text. I think visual text has always been very interesting to me because it's got all different kinds of sections. So remember to always look through the sections before you try the questions. Okay, or else sometimes you can get lost, right? Orientate yourself to the picture, the graphic first. Okay, so let's do a little bit of that, try that. Okay, so this is the National Orchid Garden. Okay, so you have this part here, the title, National Orchid Garden, right? From looking from the top all the way down, no? And then you have here the national parks on the right side, right top right hand corner, the symbol, the icon of the national parks. So they probably will be the ones who are organizing it or sponsors of it, right? So you don't look at the text specifically first. Let's go look down, right? And so this is the national parks part. The title already. Some interesting orchids to spot. The National Orchid Garden. You have Brenda Miss Joachim. So these are the names of the various orchids, right? With the pictures. That's it. And then we come down to the bottom. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and find out about the flowers, the flora and fauna we have at this education website, www.nparks.gov.sg/education. Okay, then we look at the text. The National Orchid Garden opened by, so introduced, okay, talks about when, right? Does it talk about where? It is at the Singapore Botanic Gardens. Just the where, right? Is there any who that's mentioned? Opened by Lee Kuan Yew. Okay, and what is it about? Most comprehensive collection of tropical orchids in the world. Wow. Can it be that, right? In the world, crown jewel. Has over 60,000 dazzling orchid plants. So these are the whats. These are the whats. Okay. There won't be any why. Okay, so you get where we are going with this? Okay, we are using the 5WH, right, for the introductions. Okay, so is there a why? There's no why. There's no how here, right? It's who, when, where, what. So use that to get a fix on the details to help you focus on the details. It's divided into zones. Okay, so maybe this is the how you will get around it. Okay, it is divided into zones, which represent one of the 4 seasons, right? And each zone allows a visitor to experience some magic and splendor, thousands of orchids. Always look out for activities, okay, in these kinds of posters. Features is a VIP orchid garden, reserved for creme de la creme of the garden's hybrids. And these orchids are named after visiting heads of states. More than 60 orchid hybrids were named after VIPs, unique bilateral diplomatic initiative. Okay, so there is a kind of a why there is a VIP orchid. What is the purpose of the VIP orchid garden existing? It is to help promote diplomatic ties by naming an orchids after diplomats, very important dignitaries from overseas. Right? So these are some of the interesting orchids. Okay, now we come to the question, right? So what is the main purpose of this poster? What's the main purpose of this poster? So everybody, have your answer now. Main purpose of this poster. Okay, Navani, you type in 1. Is it an A rather than 1? Okay, you have Jessica, thank you. Shanmu, yes. Yancy, Yan, thank you. Wenyi, Lucas, Navani. There's an A, right? Crystal, Madhu. So 9 of you. Oh, there are 2 people waiting. Hannah and Vishwa. Okay, let's wait for them before we move on to answers. Hannah and Vishna, welcome. Welcome, welcome. And do you have the downloaded versions? Where is Hannah? Hannah, do you have the download version? Did you download the text so they can refer to it, right? And okay, so you all should have the text with you. It will help you a lot, right? Okay. But I had just gone over with them the different parts of the poster. All right, the title here, the title. You have the national parks. You have the using the 5WH, right, to analyze the text after you have looked at the titles. The interesting orchids. So these are the different names of the orchids with some details and the pictures. And finally, this part here will be the different details, how to reach the organizers, okay, how to follow up on whatever it is that this poster is trying to get their viewers or the visitors to the website to do, okay? So this is how we actually process it, right? Oh, this is the part here, right? Okay, this is the first one. All right, so the question is, what is the main purpose of this poster? To educate people, to provide readers with beautiful photos of flowers, promote the NOG and the orchids, or is to give readers a history lesson about flowers. So which two are definitely out? This is definitely out, right? It is to provide readers with beautiful photos of flowers. Then what about the text? Okay, so definitely out. To give readers a history lesson about flowers? Definitely not. Firstly, it is not about flowers, but it's about orchids, right? And secondly, it is not about the history of orchids either, because there are a lot of information about the park, not just the flowers in the park. So these two, A and C, seem to be the most suitable candidates because they're talking about the national park. The first one to educate people about national parks. Aha. And this one to promote National Orchid Garden. But this is about national parks, which is general. Is it too general? Is it talking about national parks in general? Or is it talking about National Orchid Garden? Right? So C would be the most obvious answer, and which is what almost all of you have actually chosen. C, selected C. Well done. Right? So let's go on to the second. When was the National Orchid Garden open? And of course, you will have the answer. You got to look for the answer, the detail when, right? So question number 2, what's the answer for question number 2? Oh, a lot of people. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of you. Wow, good. Very good participation there. 12. Yeah. 13. Okay, Subiksha. Oh, Subiksha, you okay. Because I moved on to the, so it is Subiksha, that's your answer, right? Okay, got it. Crystal, all right. Well done, everybody. You got it. Everybody got it right. Okay, because of the when is here, right? 20th of October 1995 was opened by our first Prime Minister of Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew. Right? So this definitely is the answer. This is a very straightforward kind of question and answer. Right. Let's go on to number 3. Post your answers for number 3 now. Who opened the National Orchid Garden? I think it's quite straightforward also, right? Everybody, have you got the answers? I expect everybody to be correct, huh? 11, 12, 13, 14. 14, my goodness, this is a record. Folks, there are 90 people. Yeah. Oh, there are 18 of you. There are 18 of you. Okay. 14. It's a record of sorts, right? Okay, and of course the answer is Lee Kuan Yew. As I had mentioned, right, our very first Prime Minister of Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew, right? Yeah, simple so far, right? It's getting interesting now. Okay, which of the following statements is false? Now, this is one of teachers' favorites, not students' favorite, teachers' favorites. Okay, just gets tricky here. Now, which of the following statements? Take notes. It is which of it is false, not true. So, in other words, there will be 3 true statements and 1 false statement. All right, 3 true statements, 1 false statement. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you. Okay, yeah, this takes a little bit to process, so I expect you to take your time, a little bit of time. All right, I can see that there are some different answers already. 11 people. Can we get more?